Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm here with Lewis outside Stamford Bridge. Lewis, we've just lost 1-0 against Aston Villa. I would have liked it to be a win. You know, we've got a custom mic, but we don't seem to be able to change our results. It's the same story. We couldn't score. Is it as bad as some people are saying, or do you believe in the process?
This is shit. I don't know what else to tell you, man. This is shit. Yet another game where we make a lot of chances. We just bomb everything down the right-hand side. Aimlessly try cut back the ball to nobody in the middle. Waste a lot of chances. Give away an easy goal and we can't come back. It's just the difference now. We're going to run the excuse that, the red card was the difference. I don't think it was a red card. Like, he got the ball first to me. I would have thought that was a yellow. Maybe I have it wrong. I don't know. But that's not an excuse. I'm going to say that right now. Let's cut out the bullshit. Let's cut out the excuses. Because over the last week or two, all I've seen about this club is that we make excuses for everything. Injuries. We had to protect the point. We got 12 players out. It's a new system. Inexperienced players. No. It's not good enough. Let's cut the bullshit. Because the Chelsea of old wouldn't make excuses. And what we're doing right now is we're making excuses. We were wasteful. We had enough chances to kill this game off before we even had the red card. Jackson, wasteful. Sterling, the guy's gone back to lagging in the final third again. Just refuses to find an outlet, just double checks himself, triple checks himself. It's frustrating as fuck. Enzo wastes chances. And then you go to Pochettino, the most reactive pussy manager and tactics I've ever seen. 1-0 down, and what, you want to take off our only attacking threat, the guy's probably the best at counter-attacks in Mudryk, to bring on Chilwell. To do what?
That was only because of the red card, Lewis.
I don't care. Attack. We need wins. If you attack and you're down to 10 men and you lose, it's whatever. When you try to defend, and we haven't scored in our last 2 games, and you're still trying to protect the point of the same bullshit that we did in the last game. No, it's crap. Because if that was the case, why did we bring Brozier on after we went 1-0 down? Why did it take us to go 1-0 down to then want to attack? Why couldn't we have done that from the start? Pussy mentality, pussy tactics, and it all goes back to the manager. 6-7 games in, I do not want to be isolating him this early. I want to be saying believe in him, give him a little bit of faith. The guy is bitch made from what I'm seeing.
But why? You got to give more context.
He said we had to protect the point against Bournemouth. A winless Bournemouth side. They still didn't beat Brighton, by the way, in the 2 p.m. kickoff as well. But we had to protect the point. 11v11. Mudryk, you bring him on for Carney against in the West Ham game. You start with 2 forwards against Luton Town and Nottingham Forest at home. We go 1-0 down, and your idea is to bring on a wing back to try and change the game. Like, I get it, Silva makes a mistake. Sanchez should have saved it from the angle. I understand that. But we make our own problems for ourselves because we set up like crap, and then the mentality goes out of the window after the first 20 minutes. It happens every single game with us. And that goes back to the manager. He'll probably come out of this and say, this is the reality that we're in, like he said before. He'll probably blame injuries. He'll probably blame the red card again. I haven't even heard the post-match press conference. I don't want to hear it because it's all excuses right now. Everything is an excuse until Nkunku comes back because he's another excuse as well. We need to go and get Ivan Toney in January. That's another excuse. 12 injuries, it's another excuse. Don't give me this shit anymore. We had statistically the easiest run at the start of the season of everyone in the league, and we haven't scored in 3 games.
But
it's bullshit.
We have created chances though, Lewis. So if you're putting it down to the manager, then he's given the players a system.
Too. Jackson was wasteful today. Sterling just kept double and triple checking himself. Enzo, wasteful again. Mudryk was the only one making chances in the first half, and he takes him off. When you go down to 10 men, you are likely going to be sitting back and you're likely going to be counter-attacking. Why do you take off our fastest player? How does that make sense? And this is why I'm going at Poch. Nothing he does makes any fucking sense to me. It has been 6 games. We haven't scored against Nottingham Forest, against Bournemouth, and against Villa. Villa have conceded 3 goals 3 times already this season.
They were there for the taking. We made chances. The mentality here is fucked. It's all about excuses. And if we're making these excuses now, what excuses are we making after the international break? When it's Arsenal, Brentford, Tottenham, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United back to back. What excuse are we going to make then? Is Poch even going to last that run? Because I don't know.
I think he will.
If I let these performances dip, we said that at the start under Potter, and then it got to 2 wins in 18, and we weren't saying that.
But Poch's got a track record with big teams.
Of what?
Oh, come on, mate. He's done a good job.
He won the French League once and took Tottenham to a UCL final. What are we flexing? It's about what you've done now. Right now, I see the mentality of this club going further and further back by the week. And that's coming from the manager. The manager went from, we don't need patience, we're Chelsea, we win now, to saying we need patience after losing to Forest. Said no excuses, we must win against Bournemouth, and then blamed it on injuries at the end of the game. Contradicts himself on a game-by-game basis, says whatever floats his boat at the right time. Now, and I hear people saying, Bo Liao, we've made a squad that's good enough to compete and good enough to beat these teams. But the mentality gets worse as the game progresses. I can't get at young players who, to be honest, are in a new team and do need to gel together when the process doesn't even make sense to begin with. When the tactics don't make sense. To continuously play a wing back at left wing. That was our option after a red card. To continuously play with 2 forwards. To become more defensive as the game goes by. You can't back this shit. Pochettino still has time. He's digging himself a grave by the week, but he still has time. He can turn this around. Fulham, maybe Brighton in the fucking cup, God forbid. He's got to get results. Simple as that, he's got to get results. Right now we have 2 wins, one against Luton that we only look good in the second half against, and a Wimbledon result that weren't even worth flexing. If you deep how poor we were in that match. That game was pathetic. We were lucky it weren't televised.
Do you not believe in a little bit of blind faith though? At times as supporters, you know, we can obviously have our say.
I believe in blind faith when it comes to my God, not Pochettino. No. Show me results. Show me a style of play. Go into a game and yeah, if you lose, but you've tried to fight for the full 90, fine. I'm not going to blindly believe in you. What did Tuchel didn't get blind faith after we sacked Lampard to get him in. What he did was he got results against the best managers in Europe and we believed in him. That's what you do. You build faith within the fan base. You don't get blind faith. That's what Arsenal do. That's what United did under Ollie and we mocked them for it. Why are we doing it now? Why? It's bullshit. We know it's bullshit. What's real is results. What's real is points on the table. Right now, in the 2023 calendar table, we are 17th out of 17th of all the teams that haven't been promoted or relegated in the whole year.
But that's got nothing to do with Pochettino. So if you're looking at him specifically...
Yeah, it has, because we haven't scored in our last 3 games. So it does. Fact is, it goes straight back to the manager. What I say about the players, what you say about injuries, what you say about moments, it all goes back to the way we set up. And we set up to become worse and more pragmatic as the game goes by.
So what does he do?
Try and attack for 90 minutes. Try and play cohesive football. Don't be pragmatic. Don't protect the point against a winless Bournemouth side. That'll be the bare minimum. Don't take off players that would add value to us as the game goes by. Make decisions that make sense. Under Graham Potter, there was times where we doubted him, but there was times where we also said, you know what? He coached the victory, and the players let him down. I haven't said that once, because it's all gone back to him. So the fact is, the manager needs to pattern up. Right now, I'm looking at him directly. I'm saying, you're the problem. You're the one infecting my club with this toxic positivity mentality bollocks. Get some results on the table. How am I meant to have faith for you for all the results coming up after the international break when you can't even handle this right now? How? It's up to you.
Let's talk about one big positive. I think Sanchez had a great game today. Really built on that performance against Bournemouth. Looks like an upgrade on Kepa.
I guess so, because if Kepa was a goal, we'd be talking about all those unsavable shots in the first half and everything like that. Still could have done better for the goal. Very tight angle. I think it goes underneath his leg. Should have done better, but I don't really have as much energy for him because it could have been 4 or 5-0 without him. So it's annoying with him. It's annoying with Silva because I thought he was also good today as well, but then like the mistake for the goal cost him as well. But the problem to me was that as soon as we get the red card, we think, whoop, let's defend. Let's defend and let's hold out for the 0-0 draw against Villa. This mentality fucking stinks, man. Go to a game and try and get results. If you lose 1-0 and you've tried to attack all game, I get it. You haven't. You brought on Chilwell. For what? What's a wing back doing?
He had a great chance to score as well, in fairness.
Did he score?
No.
Right, so I don't get it. Mudryk had 2 clear-cut chances that he set up for other players and they wasted it. Would have been brilliant in a counter-attacking system when we're sitting back, so I don't understand it.
And just one last thing on the referee. I mean, I'm not here to make excuses. I know we've talked about, but he was shy. I mean, come on, mate.
He was shit. The problem is we were worse. So I feel like it's a bit of copium if we try to talk about the manager. The referee, I don't think it was a red card. I'm with you on that. Does it make a difference in the game? Maybe. Maybe if we actually tried to attack a little bit more, that would have made a difference as well. But it just feels like another excuse. Like I said, the last 2-3 weeks, all I'm seeing with us is excuses. I don't want to go back and say the referee cost us this game. No, we did it. We should have finished our chances. We should have set up to attack for a full 90 minutes, and then we would have got the result. So the fact is, it goes to the manager and it goes to the attack. Jackson, wasteful. That yellow card, by the way, so stupid when you're 1 game away from a suspension. You need to be doing better. Sterling, wasteful again. Enzo, I can say all of that. Like, they're partly to blame as well. But it goes on to the manager again, and 3-4 games in a row, and me saying you need to do better. Like, you're my glaring problem right now.